Well, hello kids. I've got a delectable treat for you today. Crazy healthy, unbelievably nutritious. It tastes like dessert. Maybe this should be dessert from now on. We all have that craving for a good dessert, but to combine that with something that's insanely nutritious for you is really a big, fat blessing. So, orgasmicpathways.com is the website. Choose your pathways. If you're new here, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. Let's get started. So this is going to be a protein or a meal shake powder blend, preferably a meal shake powder blend. There's 3 good ones that I've personally evaluated that I think are really good for you. One of them is Shakeology, plant-based whole food. This is one that I happen to sell, so if you're interested in trying this one, let me know. I'll give you my specific referral link, so if you end up buying from that link, I get a commission. 2 other ones you can find in most health food stores are going to be Sun Warrior and Vega. V as in Victor, E-G-A. So either 3 of those are excellent. And again, if you want to support me and try this, ask for my specific referral link. And I would appreciate that very much. All right, so I got all my ingredients lined up here, all laid out, ready to go. There's quite a few in this one, but man, it is worth it. And plus, you can make them in huge batches if you got a big blender. I've got a Vitamix with a pretty big voluminous container to it. But I'm just going to make pretty much one for myself. Now, what I'm going to show you now is actually good for 2 people. I've had a guest at my house before where I've done this particular quantity, and it worked out perfectly for 2 people. So, having said that, let's get started. First thing I'm going to do is get a good plant-based milk. This is my personal favorite. It's by Califia. Toasted coconut almond. There's no sugar added to it, no excipients. It's really good, healthy stuff. So I'm going to do about a cup of this, and at the end, I might want to add more. I might add water at the end. I don't know. We shall see what happens. I got my little cheat sheet out here because there's a few things going in it. Okay, so 1/2 cup of rolled oats. Raw. This is my favorite because it's sprouted. I found this at Costco. And it's not a Kirkland Costco brand, so this might be at other health food stores too. I'm not sure. But this one, in my opinion, is the best that I've found. Sprouted rolled oats. If you see a sprouted rolled oats somewhere else, let me know. I'd love to be able to have other places to go to or places I can recommend for other people. But a good 1/2 cup of that. Doesn't have to be sprouted, but if you can find sprouted, reason being, things that are sprouting and also just before things die, those 2 stages of life, the beginning and the end, that's where food typically has its most medicinal energy, and everything in between still healthy, but not quite as much medicinal energy. So sprouted generally is really good. Next on the list is a couple tablespoons of nut butter. Here's one that I really like. Like, you can use almond butter and cashew nut, whatever. This one has a mixture of all different kinds. It's by Kirkland. That is a Costco brand. And it's got almonds, cashews, pumpkin seeds, chia seeds, flax seeds. It's got a lot of different seeds and nuts in there. So that'll be a great source of healthy fats, all kinds of trace minerals. I'm not going to measure this out. I've done it before. I know about what it looks like. So this here, what I'm doing now, is about going to be 2 tablespoons. So that works for me. Yummy. Next on the list is going to be about 1.5 tablespoons or 2 of cacao. I've got all different kinds of cacao. This is a staple in my house. This one is just straight up cacao. You can kind of see over there, I got a whole line, different bags of cacao. There's some reishi infused cacao, goji and acai berry and cacao, and also cacao nibs, but I'll get to that at the end. That's an optional ingredient. So for now, open this up. So this isn't to be confused with cocoa powder. If that's all you got, cocoa powder is fine, but if you can find some cacao. Cacao is very unique in that it has a whole profile of amino acids, so all your proteins. Lots of different trace minerals, iron. It's vegan, grows in the earth, it's plant-based, it's like a really good decadent, dark, raw chocolate. Insanely good for you. It is classified as a superfood because it has an abnormally high amount of nutrition per calorie. So this is in my diet on a daily basis. I love cacao. So I'm going to go with 2 tablespoons. You don't need that many. Somewhere between 1 and 2 tablespoons is fine. Also, a really cool thing about cacao is its sustainability. You pull one little pod, it comes, I mean, Google it, you'll see what they look like. But something like 12 or 20 or something crazy grows in its place per one cacao pod. And it's got all that nutrition in it. So we should be growing cacao fields instead of corn fields, right? That would change the health of the entire world as well as the sustainability. 1 teaspoon of flax seeds. So I got these ground flax seeds here. If you don't have flax seeds, don't worry about it. This is still going to taste amazing and still be really healthy, but you'll get a little bit more health benefits with more than this. So if you got it, if you can get it at your local grocery store, go ahead and get it. This has already been ground and milled down. This is a cool ingredient I think you'll all appreciate for that dessert sweet tooth without spiking blood sugars, right? So about 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract or monk fruit. I happen to have, where did I put it? Here it is. French vanilla monk fruit extract. This is amazing. Organic, project, GMO free, verified. So monk fruit is amazing because it comes from a fruit that the earth grows called Luen-Gao. So monk fruit is going to be the sweet part of Luen-Gao, and it doesn't raise blood sugar. In fact, it actually helps heal the pancreas. And the pancreas is what releases insulin and glucagon, which is basically the 2 opposites that raises and lowers and regulates blood sugar. So if you have your pancreas restored back to perfect health, then your blood sugars are going to be perfect too. So about 1/4 teaspoon of this is all you need. This is worth the investment, big time. All right, next on the list is a banana. Semi-ripe, somewhere between yellow and green. So it's blood sugar friendly. And because we are putting a banana in here, make sure you're physically active throughout the day too. And if you're worried about that, the banana is the only thing on here that could potentially be a problem if you are diabetic and you have really bad blood sugars. So the greener that it is, the more blood sugar friendly it will be. Also, you can use a half a banana instead of a whole one. But if you're concerned about blood sugars or if you're not going to be that active today, go more towards a green banana. 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon powder. Here we go. Cinnamon, among other qualities of it, this wonderful spice, it is the most potent food to help heal a pancreas. Again, the pancreas regulates blood sugar. So if you have a problem with pre-diabetes, diabetes, regulating blood sugars, find different creative ways to get true raw cinnamon in your diet on a daily basis. And then of course, clean up the rest of the diet too. Don't negate what the cinnamon is doing, otherwise it won't make a big difference. So we got a little bit of that in here too. See, there's so much medicinal power in this smoothie, and it's going to taste like the most wonderful dessert you've ever had. It's so good. Let's see here. So now we're going to get to either the Sun Warrior or the Vega or the Shakeology. Chocolate, plant-based, meal shake. One serving. For Shakeology, it's one little scooper cup that each bag comes with one of these, so that makes it easy. Sun Warrior and Vega, some of them require 2 little scoops, so just read the label, the packaging. It'll tell you what one serving is. So 1 serving of your favorite chocolate shake mix. Make sure that it's very healthy, GMO-free, all that good stuff, plant-based. And for the flavoring of this one, we're doing chocolate, so get a chocolate flavor. Don't skimp out and get some horrible shake mix that is going to negate all the wonderful health benefits of everything else that we're doing here. That's it. So, some optional things, if you want to sweeten it up even more, instead of sugar, get a pitted date, or 2 at the most, and just put it in there. So when I sweeten food, which is pretty rare to be honest with you, I will use whole food ingredients like dates, figs, maybe applesauce might be appropriate somewhere, who knows, carrots, a lot of sugar in those, a banana, and so forth. Whole food sweeteners, that's how I think in terms of a whole food, plant-based whole food diet. So if things are whole instead of isolated too much, the body knows more of what to do with it, right? Makes sense. All right. You can also put more seeds, like chia seeds in here, more flax if you want to, a fistful of dark leafy greens, you know, whatever you want to go for there. Lots of different options. So I'm gonna add a little bit more water because I'm sure that wasn't enough. 1 cup of the plant-based milk. And I can always add more after I blend. I'm gonna put some ice in here too. All right, now I'm gonna blend this sucker up, and it is gonna be so good. Sometimes I do put a date in here, but my sweet tooth isn't really that big right now. Actually, I don't have much of a sweet tooth, which I'm really grateful for. Or if I do, it's a very short-lived sweet tooth, like 1 or 2 bites of said sweet item and I'm done. But right now I don't even have that, so I didn't put any pitted dates in. Yeah, I can tell from the sound, it's definitely going to need more liquid. Ooh, that looks really good. Smells really good. Oh my god. It's better to go too light on the liquid than too heavy, because you can add more as you're blending. Let's see what this does. Oh yeah, that might actually be perfect. That looks actually going to do just a splash more, and then it will be perfect. I do believe, oh yeah, cayenne pepper, optional. Totally forgot about that. I'm not going to measure it out, but I'm guessing I'm doing, I don't know, 1/4 tablespoon, 1/2 tablespoon. I like a lot. It's totally optional. I can take a lot of heat for a white boy, so I love adding cayenne pepper powder to it, believe me. Actually, I'm going to go a little bit more, because this stuff is so good. Cayenne pepper, among many other things, improves circulation in your body, helps all of your 1 trillion cells in your body get nourished because it's circulation. I also love the heat. I just do. It goes so good with chocolate. Most people, if they add cayenne pepper, it's more like, you know, a couple dashes. It's not much. So do it to your own taste buds. Good consistency here, so I'm gonna pour this into this here glass. Oh yeah. Oh, look at that. My god, that looks so good. I can't wait to eat this right in front of you guys, or sip it or whatever. Yeah, that's ooh. All right, now I've got these really fun washable smoothie straws. I recommend these. They're awesome. I love these things. This is the name Jewel Resorts Jamaica. Where did I get these from? I don't remember. So that's not the brand. Anyway, if you see these somewhere, these smoothie straws are really great and good for the environment because they're reusable. All right. So the last ingredient, this is totally optional, but it's the fun part. I got two of these. It's cacao nibs. Some crunchy stuff on top, right? You kind of see what they look like. You just sprinkle those on the top. A little bit more. Oops, there we go. So right there, it just makes it fun, more like adds to the dessert aspect of it. Then you got this smoothie straw. Pluck that right in there. Mmm. That is so good. See, without the pitted dates, it's already sweet enough for me. So try it without the pitted dates. And if you want to, if you just taste it, and if you want it to be sweeter, add a pitted date. Mmm. That is so good. Then I got these nibs here. Mmm. I can crunch down on those nibs. Mmm. It's just the most wonderful dessert ever, and it's so good for you. Well, there you have it. That's probably the longest smoothie video I'll ever make. We're at 17 minutes right now, but there's a lot that goes into it, and I also like to educate as I go along. So hopefully you learn some things about food and nutrition, and you can sort of branch off and go from there and see what you like and do more of that. And so I hope you appreciate the educational aspect of it as well and found value in. For a smoothie, it's a long video, no doubt, but there's so much packed into it. None of it's really gratuitous, except the cacao nibs, but not really, because those are so fun and so good. Well, thanks everybody. Orgasmicpathways.com. Choose your pathways. And next video is coming very soon. Feel free to share this with people you think might really enjoy a video like this or content like this. And drop your comments below. I'd love to hear how you did this and what modifications you might have made and how it was a smashing success with you, maybe your loved ones, family, friends. I'd love to hear about it. A chocolate smoothie social. Ooh, I should host one of those. That'd be good. Bye for now.